Into esengiyifundile empilweni ukuthi ama-shortcuts end up taking longer and kuzohlezi kuvela ngaphambili ukuthi no man, this guy took shortcuts, and you usually have to go back and do the thing correctly and end up taking twice as long as you would have if you had just done it right the first time around. This is not always the case though. Some shortcuts are not like this. Some shortcuts are actually beneficial. They save you time, money, etc. Kodwa, for the sake of my argument in this essay, let's just say shortcuts end up taking longer in general. And the shortcut engayithatha mina really ruined my life and my mental health for quite a long time. In this video, I'll be shitting on 75 Hard. I'll be talking about what it is, my experience doing the challenge, the after effects of completing the challenge, how this challenge is made for losers, how the creator gaslights his audience into doing the challenge.
This is not for people that want to be like everyone else. This is for people that want to win. This is for people that want to dominate. This is for people who want to develop their own superpower that every single other person is never going to have.
And I will talk about what is working for me now, you know. What is 75 Hard? For those who don't know, 75 Hard is a 75-day mental toughness program. You have to follow these rules for 75 days in a row without skipping or breaking any of the rules or taking a rest day. And if you do, you have to start again on day 1, even if you were halfway into day 75. So what are those rules?
Here are the 5 critical tasks of 75 Hard. The first one is this: choose a diet and commit to it. I'm not going to tell you what diet you should do. There is no specified diet. You need to choose the diet according to your goals. No cheat meals. That means no alcohol either. Not a drop. Not a beer, not a wine, not a glass when you get home. Nothing for at least 75 days. Point number 2, drink 1 gallon of water every day. Point number 3, you have to commit to 2 45-minute workouts, and one of them has to be outdoors. They cannot be consecutive. You cannot go from one workout indoors to the workout outdoors. That is not what this program is about. They are separated. You have to decide what these workouts are going to be according to your goals. You will have to do workouts in thunderstorms. You will have to do workouts in snow. You will have to do workouts when it's hot. You will have to do workouts when it's cold. Point 4, read 10 pages of a non-fiction book every day. This is not entertainment time. This is not Harry Potter time. This is learn new stuff time. Okay, so the book has to be a self-development book of some sort for personal or professional growth. Not audiobooks, not digital books, not books with 5 words on each page, not coloring books. All of these things people try to skate out on and they try to get around. Point number 5, take a progress picture every day. This is not for people that want to be like everyone else. This is for people that want to win. This is for people that want to dominate. This is for people who want to develop their own superpower that every single other person is never going to have.
If this is the first time you're hearing of this challenge, you're probably thinking, damn, why would anyone do that to themselves? That's if you have good mental health. But if you're like me back then, you're thinking, wow, this is the thing to change my life, to take me to the next level. This is the missing piece. This is what I've been missing the whole time, you know. And you just imagine yourself after the 75 days of just doing that. Because yes, it sounds very intriguing for some sort of people. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I just thought I was fixing myself. This shit was introduced to me back in 2020 by a classmate at university. He suggested it to me because ngangumuntu ojimayo vele and my results at the gym were evident. Ngangibonakala ukuthi ngiyajima even though ngangasona isikora phela akeke. And I mentioned the gym every chance I got. I was kind of an annoying gym bro basically. I was heavy on self-improvement, or law of attraction, think and grow rich, no fab, semen retention, etc. I think this was my first or second year being introduced to the world of self-help. And you know how it goes. I believed I could do anything. No challenge was too big for me. So I decided to do the challenge and I failed a bunch of times. I think more than 8 times I failed. Going a few days and just giving up. I think after a couple of months, the pandemic happened. Gyms closed, school closed, the country went into lockdown. And for the first 75 days of the pandemic, I was still trying to do the challenge at home, but still throwing in the towel in the early days, day 2, day 3, day 5, and so on. Not willing to fully commit. During this time, my addictions got worse. The Zaza, the gooning, the overeating. I started to lose my gym progress as well as my confidence. This challenge became more important now. I started wanting to lock in, to do a dopamine detox and take drastic measures to quickly undo the damage. I remember looking day counter national lockdown laphana endaweni, day 75, and I was still stuck in this loop. I thought to myself, if I had just gotten serious at the start of this thing, ngabe ngiqedile manje. Already my mental health was at a shit place at this stage. Even way before hearing about the challenge, nganginama insecurities nama habits that I couldn't escape from. So kumina ukuqeda le challenge was equal to ukuqeda ama insecurities ami nokuphunyula kwami kulama demon endlwapho nensangu nanani ayingihlupha at the time. I convinced myself ukuthi this was the answer. But I locked in. I did the challenge from the 3rd of June 2020 to the 16th of August. I did and completed 75 hard, and it was fun, in fact, if I'm going to be honest. It wasn't as difficult once I fully committed. Ngasuke ekhaya ngabuyela eflatini elali empty because it was lockdown and everyone was at home. Ngathenga igrosa ngayivalela for those 75 days. Ngangiphuma nje uma ngiyosha umgwaqo ngiyogijima noma ngiyothenga igrosa. I was even able to stay away from inkantini during this whole time. Nendlwapho nayo ngangitshethi ngeke ngiyishaye, plan yami ukuthi angingayishaya inhlobo lo 75 days kodwa mhlawumbe ngagcine ngishaya u3. Ekwakunzinyana angena ntombi ngalezi nsuku bafowethu. So le challenge ayikho nzima kangako mfethu, noma ubani ngayenza. The exercises don't have to be as intense. Walking is an exercise. You can use that as your outdoor workout. Just walk for 45 minutes. Stretching is an exercise. But you can use that as your indoor exercise. So you can make it as easy as you want as long as you do it for the 75 days. Most of the stuff you can get done in the first few hours of the day, and that's what I did. Kodwa mina routine yami ngiyenza le challenge ayithi, I would wake up and take the progress picture, and then I'd hit my indoor workout and then go outside for a run, ngibuye, ngigeze, ngiwashe, ngidle, and read my 10 pages. And that's basically it. For the rest of the day, I'm focused on drinking this water because ngifuna ukuxina manje during the early hours of the day so that I can piss all of the water out. Ungaze kushaya ikhathi esebusuku, angifuni ukulokhu ngivuka ebusuku ngiyochama. Ebese ngiyapheka ke ntambama. My diet was just eating home-cooked meals, strictly home-cooked meals and nothing else. Even bread I didn't eat during this time, trying to experiment something. I would spend my free time just watching a series or Shameless. I did this for 75 days in a row, and that's all I did every day. All the days felt the same. They went by so quickly, but they left a mark on me. And just to confess, I didn't know that the workouts have to be at least 3 hours apart until after I had completed the challenge. When I did my 75 days, I would do my workouts back to back. Umehluko angeke ungawuboni mawenza ama good habits for so many days in a row. Nami I saw the progress in my physique. Athi ukwehla amafutha, ngathi ukukhulisa idlakela. My mind felt clearer. I felt I could do anything I decided to do. I felt less of a slave to junk food, weed, the hub, and vices in general. But that was just about it. When it came to the before and after of doing 75 hard, it felt good to start something and see it all the way through. But since ukwenza le challenge is basically taking isinqumo sokuthi for the next 75 days uzozincisha izinto ezimnandi, uzozincisha utshwala, insangu in my case, uzozincisha ukuhlala nje ekhaya usuku lonke ungajimi like uphumule. Since it's a decision of deliberately depriving yourself of these nice things, you in turn think about these things even more. Since you can't have these things, you will fantasize about the day you get to have them. I couldn't wait to finish this challenge, if I'm gonna be honest as well. As much as it was fun, but I just couldn't wait to finish the challenge and celebrate with my vices, with the bad food, the smoking, and all of that. I couldn't wait for day 76. And that's what I did on day 76. I smoked, drank, I just overate. That's all I did for the next couple of weeks. I ate like shit. I drank very little water. I barely read any books, and I don't think I trained at all. Ukuyibona igora after a bodybuilding show ukuthi zisuke zifunqa kanjani ama donuts nani ama pizza nama burger lapha backstage uma seyiqedile ukuphosa. So kade zifa indlala for months. Abanye baze bakhale ngenxa yenjabulo yokudla something other than chicken, broccoli and rice. Okuwukudla abebekudla for months in preparation for this one competition. Yeah, it varies. It's not just chicken, broccoli and rice, but I think you get my point. So finishing 75 hard felt like that. You crash, you burn out. Or let me say I crashed, I burnt out. I was tired. Within 3 weeks of finishing the competition, all of my progress of the 75 hard program was almost completely gone. I crashed so hard that I couldn't get back up. Something had shifted in my mind. I wasn't aware of it at the time, but I had adopted a very toxic all or nothing mentality, a go big or go home type of thinking. Because I had seen some results and some improvement ngokwenza something as drastic as this, ingqondo yami registered ukuthi change and improvement can only happen through high intensity stupid programs like 75 hard. And lo 75 hard wakhona ongapheli ngalo 75 hard. It had phases after that, like ama phase or 30 days nemithetho yakhona, which I'm not going to get into in this video. So mina vele nje ngiuqede lo 75 hard, I was planning to take about a week off of everything, ngiphumule nje kancane, ngithook enjoy impilo yami before ngiqala phase 1. Kodwa I was so tired. I hated the idea of putting myself through this again, that I kept procrastinating starting the next phase. I was enjoying the freedom, I was enjoying my weed and my junk food. I didn't realize that I was 75% into being thrown into a destructive cycle that would last for years. I was already thrown into the cycle, if I'm gonna be honest. The cycle goes like, I'd tell myself that I'm gonna be starting the next phase of 75 hard, SASA for example. That would result in me over-consuming the bad habits and substances as a sort of goodbye today, enjoying it for the last time because I'm gonna be starting this thing kusasa, right? Othi ngivalelise ke ngamagwinya, ngamapizza, ngamamuffin, ngithenge ne6 ukuthi imali ikhona. Mhlambe ngishaya endlwako yabo. Noma yini mfethu because ngisuke sengiyitshelile ukuthi okay, ngiyazigcina lezi zinto namhlanje kusasa ngiqala kabusha on a clean slate. And basically ngakusasa I start the program. I do it for a few days and then I crash again, I quit, or life happens or something and I just sort of allow it to happen to sabotage this. And then I relapse again on my bad habits. And then I go through a few days of that, of the over-consuming and just feeling guilty, of the degenerosity. I go through a few days of that until I feel depressed and drawn to the program again. And then again I go through the same thing. This went on for years. It got progressively worse. So did my physique and my mental health. There was a period in my life where I was either under-eating or overeating or overtraining or under-training. There was no sweet spot. I was either doing too much or doing nothing at all. You're probably asking ukuthi if it was causing me so much harm. Well, you have to see this from my perspective. Yes, I wanted to quit this thing, but I just believed in it so much. More especially because I had gotten some results with it, I believed that I could do it because I had done it before. And I believed that at the end of the challenge was my best self and possibly my ideal life. The language of self-improvers, I thought if I